Coming up in just minutes on Atlanta and Company, Will Smith's mind keeps turning and turning. He's got ideas for prequels and sequels for a couple of his recent blockbuster movies. Which ones, though? We've got the details for you in a bit.
Plus, the bidding has stopped on Scarlett Johansson's used tissue.
Alert the media.
The final number, people, will boggle your mind. Stay tuned for all that and more on today's show.
Good morning. Welcome to Atlanta and Company. I'm Holly Firfer.
I'm Jimmy Barron. Tom Sullivan, thank you once again. Thank you, Tom, for letting me sit in your chair. He's taking a little early vacation, but I believe he'll be back tomorrow, correct?
Yes, sort of, in the kind of technical kind of way, but you'll have to see tomorrow.
Well, he's sort of here today, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, half the show is Tom.
That's right, you won't miss him too much.
They just needed someone with a pulse to sit here for the first 10 minutes.
No, it's more than that.
No, I mean, like somebody in actual live, not that Tom doesn't, but he's on tape. So Tom will be here.
But you're here live, and that's what we care about right now, even though we love him. We love you just as much. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I see Mrs. Firfer has joined us.
Yes.
She's here. Now, she was supposed to come in
tonight.
Okay, so what happened? Why is she here now?
I got a phone call yesterday morning saying, oh my goodness, they're expecting another snow and ice storm in Chicago. I'm coming in tonight, which was yesterday. And all I could say is I was out of the showers dripping. I'm like, oh my gosh, Sean, go strip the sheets on the bed. We got to wash the sheets. And I'm like cleaning everything, cleaning the guest room. But she's here, so I get more of Mom today. So
yeah, well,
I had to drag her along.
Because it's hard enough when you know they're coming to really make the house
look nice.
Right. And then when they throw you that curveball and say, oh, by the way, a day early.
She's very laid back.
Right? It's like, you know.
She overlooks
panic.
things,
I don't know. I'm looking at her. That is one high maintenance woman. I can tell you that. Just kidding. Mrs. Firfer.
And the funny thing is, we actually, Jimmy and I grew up near each other outside Chicago. And we didn't know this. You know, you play the 6 degrees of separation, and Jimmy was actually friendly or knew my cousin. You went to high school with my cousin.
With Owen Firfer. There's a human being, as if Holly Firfer is not a funny enough name. There's a guy out there by the name of Owen Firfer.
You think it's a funny name?
School. Well, I'm Firfer.
It's normal to me.
I know.
Anyway, what's going on with you?
So anyway, your mom has to be proud of you. I mean, look at this career this woman's got. CNN got it. She was on CNN for like 25 years.
I started when I was 6.
Which I was a huge fan of Hollywood Channel CNN because I'm kind of a news junkie.
Yes, you are. You're good. You're very smart.
I love coming here to the station because I get to, I go into the newsroom and talk to all the, the anchors, and it's very cool for me. And and it, it's interesting because in the world of today's media overload, it's not like there's a shortage of news analysis.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to go very far to hear opinion from the left and the right, the far left, the far right.
Everyone has something to say.
Occasionally you may even hear from the center, but I've often wondered, like, why are we not hearing much from the youth? What do they think of the world? Where do our young people stand on the issues? So I recently sat down with 3 young community leaders, and we had a kind of a discourse about some of today's headlines. Now, the full interview can be heard or seen on AtlantaandCompany.com, but I just want to show you a couple of minutes that I think you're going to find is very thought-provoking.
Okay, let's check this out.
What do you guys think the president makes? Like, how much money?
About, like $70 a day at least, or $100 at least.
Okay.
Works a lot. Probably like 150, because presidents, because grown-ups need to stay up late, so he's probably doing work overnight, so he probably makes like 150.
Do you think our country is doing well?
No, not really, because I mean last year was like way better.
And do you gentlemen have more money now or 3 years ago?
I had more money now since. Well, my dad's mom, before they left Georgia, which was like a couple of weeks ago, they gave me a $20 note.
Oh, so you have more money now. Let's say somebody wanted to open up a lemonade stand, and they put all their allowance into buying the lemons and to advertising for the lemonade and paying people to sell the lemonade for them. But the lemonade wasn't that good. And the kid from Japan who moved onto the block, he had great lemonade, and everybody bought his lemonade. And the first guy kind of lost all his money. Should his dad be able to come in and just give him all his money back?
No.
How come?
It's just, I would just like never hatch that idea again. And your dad would probably not give you any because it's pretty much like a bad idea because the lemonade might not be good. and if it's not good, then it's like a ripoff.
Right. So the guy who makes the good lemonade, he deserves to make the money.
Yes.
But what about all the money that you lost making the lemonade and all that? What should happen?
You learned your lesson. You should always save receipts.
You should save your receipts.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Boy, they get in depth there.
You save your receipts. It's all about documentation.
That's right.
I don't know. I didn't see any of that when those automakers testified before Congress.
He was talking about you save your receipts because then when he has to declare bankruptcy on his lemonade stand, he's got proof of his creditors and who he needs to be absolved from.
He is no dummy. He is no dummy.
That was hilarious. Who were those kids?
They're three young community leaders from my block, actually. That is Daniel Lewis, Daniel Stern, and Will Gamson.
I love it. Now, how old are they?
Second graders, so whatever age that, what is that, 8? Second grade is, I think, about 8, something like that?
7 or 8, yeah.
7 years old? All right, so they're 7. Very sharp gentlemen.
Amazing, though. That is kind of funny, their perspective. I want to see the entire thing. How long is it, like 5 minutes?
About 5 minutes, and again, it's at atlantaandcompany.com, and you can take a look at it. I am not as bright. Let me tell you what, I don't know if I have a minute to tell the story. My son Mike is 18 months old.
Oh, 18 years. Wow, he grew fast.
And, at this age, they learn something every day. And it's always, you think that you have child-proofed the house, and then you've only child-proofed it for that day, because then the next day they can reach something else. So, like, he recently learned how to put things away, which is great, because he used to just take things out of drawers, but now he actually knows how to put things away. The problem is, he thinks everything gets put away in the toilet. So, look at this. Take a look at this. That is an actual picture. That is a cell phone, a CD.
No.
Those are my reading glasses. And the thing is, you have to look at the
It's too bad he's not a slob.
Well, you have to look at the glass half full, because a lot of people may say, well, that stinks because everything, it goes in the toilet.
Literally.
On the other hand, I know where everything is when I'm missing it, right?
Have you seen mine? Never mind, I'll find it.
That's exactly what happened.
That is so funny.
Exactly
Glad you're the parent.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun, though.
Well, maybe you need a night out, a good dinner out with Lisa, your wife.
I'm in.
Get away from it all. We've got a bunch of restaurants here on ANC that we've featured over the past couple weeks, and we're going to offer you a dining deal card that's going to save you $25 when you get the bill. All you have to do is go to atlantaandcompany.com, and because it's the holidays, everyone's doing last-minute shopping. They're going really fast.
That chef from You Get Restaurant, I still smell the butternut squash, whatever that was from yesterday's show.
So good.
There's also lots of holiday fun inside the big tent at Lennox. You need to take your kids to ride the Pink Pig if you haven't. It's open through January 4th. Priscilla's home is outside of Macy's at the top of the parking deck at Lennox. Remember, it is all for a good cause. The proceeds go to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
All right, we've got a big show on ANC. A little bit later, AOL's Regina Lewis is going to talk to us about all the hottest websites, as she always does. And she's also going to let us know about the best viral videos from 2008. Some of them are very funny. And with all the snow that we're getting across the country, why my mom's here, you might be getting in the mood to do some skiing perhaps. Well, we're going to get some tips on the best ski resorts in the nation. And if you're looking for some last-minute ideas on what to make for your guests coming over for Christmas, we've got some phenomenal suggestions. But up next, the great John Malkovich talks about his role in the Coen Brothers' dark comedy Burn After Reading.